Hey guys, welcome back. This is Man Bites Film, and in this episode, we're actually going to be reviewing Bronson. And I got a special guest coming back finally after
Yeah,
a couple weeks of hiatus,
yeah,
and see if I could get this fucking screen to work. You there, Brandon?
yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
All right, cool. All
Thanks for
right,
having me back, man.
all right. So let's jump into the love it, hate it.
Okay. Uh, do I go first? Cause I'm the guest.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna go with a love it. Recently, well, I've been following it since the beginning, but there is a new because of the Star Wars mania. Last year Disney came out with a animated TV series called Star Wars Rebels. If you don't know this by now, you're under a rock. Disney bought out Star Wars, so they're going crazy with all this shit. So
Dude, how many things do they have fucking slated for the next couple of years? I mean, it's crazy
oh
what
yeah, they have episode 7, 8, 9. They have a standalone film for Rogue Squadron, for Han Solo, for Boba Fett supposedly. It's crazy, but
You know I'm not a Star Wars fan, so
no,
it's like, I mean, I saw the trailer though, the last trailer, and that shit looked awesome. It got my skin like all
it
like
that's
holy crap! Finally, Star Wars is back, dude.
yeah, that's what I love about it. Like, I feel like J.J. Abrams is finally doing old Star Wars again, and I'm all for it. But so basically, Rebels is a series about the title. It's a band of rebels. It takes place before A New Hope, and if you want to feel. If you want to see a series and follow it and feel like you're watching the old movies, watch Rebels. The first
Really?
season is good. The second season is even better. They're about
Wow.
halfway done with it. It's like the last episode was incredible. It literally felt like A New Hope, just jumbled into 20 minutes with the funness of it, and I absolutely love the show. The voice acting is really good. The animation is on point. Like, I'm pretty sure Disney is not gonna skimp on the budget
Yeah,
of these
of
shows
course.
or anything. So yeah, check it out. Rebels. It airs every Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. on Disney XD. Hopefully you have the channel. If not, just find it somewhere online. It is a great show if you love old Star Wars. If you don't like old Star Wars, then don't fucking watch it. But
Well, I
it's
got a question though.
yeah.
Is it old Star Wars New Hope or is it old Star Wars Empire and Jedi? Because there's a big difference between those two movies, those two like styles.
It's not bleak, like
Empire and Jedi.
Empire, yeah, and Empire and Jedi. It's more okay. Like, let me rephrase that. There are moments in the show that are bleak, like Empire and Return, but most of it is like, it's fun, it's exciting. They've brought back everyone, like James Earl.
Because when I think of New Hope, I think just farm boy, like a wannabe, what do you call it, like a '50s diner wannabe type of movie. That's what I think of when I think of New Hope.
Yeah,
I don't think of anything. I think of horrible acting. I think horrible like editing, just really cheesy lines, and just horrible acting altogether. So that's not gonna sell me on
it's
on
like
the show.
it's like you said, a small farm boy, which is just really quick recap. Ezra is this little boy he's like he's an orphan, and he gets picked up by a band of rebels, and they go on like crazy adventures, and the music is done by John Williams, and they brought back James Earl Jones to voice Darth Vader. They brought Billy D to voice Lando. They brought back Frank Oz to do Yoda.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
Frank
It's
Oz,
you
gotta
see a
love him.
bunch of different characters that are brought back, and it's just, I don't know, every time I watch it, like, I watch it with a friend of mine who is a really big fan of Star Wars, just like I am, and every time we watch it on Wednesday night, like, I'm excited, and I just feel like I'm watching the old movies again. Like, I'm going on this like really grand adventure, just jam packed into a 22-minute episode. So
Oh,
I
okay,
love
so
it.
it's only 22 minutes each episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very short. There are some two-parters, but for the most part, it's just one-parters most of the time. But yeah, it's great. And they bring
I'll
back
definitely check that out.
yeah, they introduced new things because what Disney did when they bought out Star Wars was that they retconned the old canon of Star Wars, except for the 6 movies and one of the animated series called Clone Wars, which is on Netflix if you've never checked it out, and it's really fucking good.
I didn't know they canoned everything except that.
Yeah, they retconned absolutely everything except the 6 films, and now Rebels is part of the canon. Clone Wars, which was an old show before they retconned it, is part of it, and all the books that are coming out as of, I think it's November of last year, which started with A New Dawn, which is a tie-in novel to Rebels. But there's about like 7 to 8, maybe 9 novels right now that are part of the canon. Everything else, they call it Legends. It's like they have the coolest banner for it. Like they talk about legends that they basically talk that these are stories of legends that are passed down and stuff like that. It's the coolest thing. And yeah,
that's interesting.
So check.
So I got a perfect tie-in with what you're talking about at the Star Wars.
Okay.
I actually watched Star Trek Nemesis for the first time.
Ooh, that's a good one. You didn't like it?
I think so. I watched it mostly because, again, our feature review is going to be for Bronson, so you know,
okay.
I wanted to see Tom Hardy.
So
I didn't know Tom Hardy was the main villain in this. I was like, holy crap, dude, that guy's a fucking chameleon.
Yeah, he's...
I mean, like, holy shit.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Are you... Okay, first of all, sidetrack. Are you a fan of Star Trek at all?
No.
Okay.
Except the new movies. The new movies were freaking phenomenal.
Okay, if you had to choose between the old, like the original series or the next generation, which one would you choose?
I like Next Generation better. I like Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a freaking phenomenal actor.
You're with most people. Most people would choose Next
come
Generation.
on. My mom used to freaking watch Next Generation when I was a kid, so
yeah.
I remember seeing it as a kid, and then I remember going back and watching the old show, and I was like, what the hell is this? This is crap. And I never liked Star Trek. I never liked Star Wars, really. I never really fell into that fandom at all.
Yeah.
But I would give them a chance because they're supposed to be decent movies.
They are.
If it wasn't for Tom Hardy being such a badass actor in this movie, this movie would have been crap. I mean, I have nothing good to say about this movie other than Tom Hardy and Patrick Stewart. That's it. Everything else, all the rest of the actors were the cheesiest shit I've ever seen. They were TV actors, and just it reminded me of a freaking telenovela. You know, that's what I felt like I was watching. I was waiting for the artificial lighting to fall down, and you see the boom mic or something in the movie. That's what I was waiting to see. It was just horrible production value, cheesy effects, and yeah, granted it was 2002. But still, I mean, come on. The effects back then were still good.
That's the final Star Trek movie before they did the reboot.
Yeah.
I don't know if... I forgot what it's called, but there's one with the Borg. Contact?
Oh, God, I don't remember. I think it was First Contact or something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that. I think,
again, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I think that's the best Next Generation movie.
What'd you think of this movie when you saw it? Do you remember anything of it?
Yeah,
really?
I've seen it a very long time. I just remember like my friend Alex, the one that is a huge Star Wars fan like I am. He grew up watching Star Trek because of his parents, just like your mom made you watch the Next Generation.
Yeah.
So he's a huge Next Generation fan. Like he'll die by that shit. Like he's like, this shit is awesome. Even though he likes Star Wars more, he's still a very big Trekkie. And he tells me like he went to the theater and that the fanboyism was real in the air, like it was palpable. You're like, everyone was super excited for Nemesis. I don't remember it too well, honestly. I remember liking it, but
there's nothing memorable about the movie. It's a throwaway movie. It just it fell flat. It felt so flat. It was like, again, if it wasn't for Patrick Stewart and Tom Hardy's performance, this movie would have no substance whatsoever.
And Data.
I don't like Data. I just don't. I don't know. There's something about him that I just didn't like.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. I mean, the ships were cool, which I think that was the only thing that I liked as a kid. Star Trek and Star Wars were all the ships and the battles and all that shit. That's the only thing I ever liked of any of them. And this movie, no.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Just thumbs down. That I refuse to watch this movie ever again. And I really don't recommend it. But again, if you're a Trekkie and you still haven't seen this for whatever reason, it's streaming now on Netflix. I think it's one of the only Star Trek movies that are on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think there's many on Netflix.
They have like 2 or 3. I think they have the Borg one as well, and this one. I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
But I remember the Borg one. I remember how cool the freaking bad guys were and stuff. But Star Trek, it just doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
You know, I like the new Star Treks though.
Yeah, the new Star Treks. Even though we're not gonna get into this, but Into Darkness was a little like meh.
I loved it.
It was
love
just
Benedict Cumberbatch, so he just...
I know, he's a great actor, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to get into this, but, like, it's just like, come on, bro, Star Trek 2 is Khan, why would you do that again? Why? That doesn't make sense, but whatever, that's just me.
Well, it's a reboot, like they said.
Yeah, I know, but do something different.
So technically, it's a new thing, and I like this approach on it, on Khan. I loved it. It was a lot better than Wrath of Khan, in my opinion. Like, I remember Wrath of Khan, and I liked Wrath of Khan, but this one just took it to a whole other level.
Wrath of Khan is definitely probably either the best Star Trek movie or one of the better ones.
I like that one and the one with the whale. I forgot what the hell it was called.
I think that's the third one or the fourth one, The Search for Spock or whatever. But
yeah.
Like, I was just like, it was, you could see that it was Khan. Like, when they introduced Benedict Cumberbatch in the movie, I was like, that's Khan. That is fucking Khan.
Well, because everybody spoiled it and said it. I mean, they even said it in the trailer, which just fucking ruined it completely.
It's so stupid.
I mean, all right. Speaking of a trailer, we're gonna go into the Bronson trailer now, so you guys could actually, understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
In this movie.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys in a second. All right, welcome back, guys. What'd you guys think of the freaking trailer? Brandon.
Oh, God. All right, so are we going straight into the movie?
Well, you saw the trailer, right?
With, like, the actual trailer of the film?
Mm-hmm.
I did not, but I'm assuming it's like the movie, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So
it's that end scene where he's...
Okay, yeah.
With the dress up, that's the whole trailer.
Yes. Okay. God, I am such a shitty co-host for this. Sorry about that. Okay, so do you want me to talk about the movie? Which segment is this? Do we want to talk about the actors, their performances?
Let's go into the story first.
Okay.
Just to break it down for the audience that hasn't seen it yet, and then we'll try to... I don't think there's really any spoilers in this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's... Yeah, there is no spoilers on this, so let's go straight into the story and we'll go through the full detail.
All right.
I mean, the whole story is basically on Bronson.
Yeah.
This guy that was put in jail. He wanted to be a star.
Yeah.
He wanted to be either a wrestler or something famous.
And
when he was a kid.
He's a psycho.
I don't think he was a psycho. You see, like, this movie is kind of dividing, and that's why I chose it because it's, I guess you get completely different perspective on this. Mm-hmm. Each person that watches it. So I think, honestly, he was just a guy that wanted to make something bigger in his life than what he was destined to do. what his life was showing him that he was going to be destined to do.
Okay.
Like, it just seemed like he was just going to be a nobody that worked at a bar, and then that's it. That was the end of his life. You know, that's what his parents wanted.
Yeah. So if for the viewers, if you don't know, this is based on a true story.
Yes.
Bronson, Charlie Bronson, that is not his actual name.
That's his fighting name.
That's his fighting name. His actual real name, is Michael Peterson, right? If I'm right.
I don't remember the names. You know me and freaking names.
I'm gonna go with that one. I think I'm right though. Actually, let me. Oh shit! I am on here right now. Yes.
Well, let's go into the writer director.
Yeah.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
Yeah, and this on IMDb it has a 7.1, and on Rotten Tomatoes it has a 76%. So his real name, I was right, is Michael Peterson. And basically, he is he's a person in real life that has spent the majority of his life in jail.
34 years in jail and 30 years in solitary. That's the tagline of the film.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely batshit crazy. He's been in jail since the age of, I think, I read it up, 22. That's when he gets arrested in the beginning.
He got arrested for freaking robbing a post office.
And he stole, I'll tell you right now, I will
$24. $24.
Yeah, he stole like 26 pounds or some shit like that, which is fucking ridiculously, like nothing. It's chump change.
And they put him in jail for what? I think it was 7 or 8 years?
7 years, and then he fucks around so much in jail by assaulting the guards or assaulting other prisoners that his sentence keeps getting elongated. And then...
Well, he was let out after the 7 years because they couldn't afford him anymore in the jail system because he kept tearing down and causing riots and everything else. Yeah. And he just went batshit crazy on every penitentiary that he was locked up in. So they just let him go. Mm-hmm. And they're like, all right, whatever. He was gone, I think, for 60-something days out in the free world.
69 days, and then he gets arrested again.
He gets arrested again. And he got arrested on purpose because he's like, you know what? I'm fucking tired of this.
Yeah, basically. Fun fact about Michael Peterson / Charles Bronson, he changed his name twice after that.
Really?
The first time he changes his name was when he marries for the second time to a woman of the Islam religion, and he changes his name to Charles Ali Ahmed. When he
fucking crazy guy, bro.
Yeah,
he's nuts, dude.
When he divorces her, when they get divorced, he changes his name a third time to, I will tell you right now, his name is, oh shit, where is it? My god, I am horrible at this. Fuck. He changes it to, Charles Dali or some shit, or
oh my god, really?
Yeah, because in the film you see he starts getting into art and all that shit. Actually, in 2014, he says that Charles Bronson is no longer him. He has denounced that name. He no longer wants to be associated with violence, and all he wants to be associated with is art now.
Wow.
Fun fact.
This guy was phenomenal in the movie. I mean, Tom Hardy played him to the T.
Yes.
I mean, I freaking loved how his performance was in this film.
His name is Charles Salvador. Charles Salvador.
Yeah.
That's
I remember seeing that in the credits.
Yes.
Bronson was captured so perfectly by this guy,
bro,
that even Bronson's mother said that she loved the film because it was so spot on.
Bro,
Tom Hardy actually received the mustache of Bronson by mail because Bronson decided to cut off his mustache and send it to him.
Honestly,
right, that's how crazy this guy is.
Honestly, I think I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I did too. It was gritty.
Yeah, it was really
gritty.
I'm calling it, in my opinion, I think this is personally the best performance I've ever seen Tom Hardy do. He's so good in this movie. Like, so good.
Like, we were talking a little bit off air. I mean,
yeah.
Mad Max, come on.
No,
Mad Max was freaking awesome.
No, he does a great job in, like, every role he does, but, like, I think, like, he portrays, like...
I mean, let's go into some of the what do you call it, the movies that this guy's been in, because this is the main point of the whole film. There's no plot really. It's just a biographical piece on this guy. So it all revolves on Tom Hardy, and there's no real characters other than Tom Hardy that's involved in this at all.
Yeah.
So in 2001 he did Band of Brothers. That's where he started.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was one of the main characters in Band of Brothers, and right after that he jumped onto Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
And then that was 2001 as well. He did Star Trek Nemesis in 2002. He did Layer Cake in 2004.
Okay.
He did Marie Antoinette in 2006.
Okay.
He did Rock and Rolla, which I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it's freaking awesome, in 2008.
Never seen that movie, no.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It was streaming for a while, and then they took it off Netflix. Okay. Inception in 2010, which he did freaking awesome job in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this one either. Lawless in 2012.
I did. That movie's really good.
Yes. Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Of course, he was freaking Bane.
Yeah.
In the same year that he did Lawless, he actually gained, I think it was like 60 pounds of muscle for the Bane character, because in Lawless, if you see him, he's not that buff. He's not as buff as he is in Dark Knight. And that wasn't effects. That was straight on the screen, period. That was him. Then he did, in 2015, he did 2 movies, Child 44 and Mad Max.
Yeah.
And he has about 7 other films that are coming out in the next few years.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor.
I mean, oh, dude. He is one of the few actors that's a freaking total chameleon when he's doing a role. Because I was like, wow, I've heard that name before. And then I was looking into it, and I was like, holy shit, that was the guy from freaking Inception. That was the guy from Lawless. That was Bane.
Yep.
What? That was Bane. And then I saw Mad Max. I was like, what? Mm-hmm. What character was he in Mad Max? And I was like, what the fuck? That was the main character in Mad Max?
Yeah, he barely speaks in that movie.
Hell. Yeah.
Barely.
And his face, you can't recognize it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and then Black Hawk Down. And then when I remembered that, I was like, hold on a second. He was in freaking Band of Brothers, which I had just recently seen too. And then I had actually just stumbled across Nemesis by sheer coincidence, because it was on my queue too with Bronson. So I ended up watching both in the same week, just by sheer coincidence. And then I realized, oh crap, he's on freaking Nemesis too.
That's funny.
Yeah, when I was doing the research for it, that's when I stumbled upon it. I was like, oh man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. There are not really many characters in Bronson except Charles Bronson.
They're all throwaways, except him.
Except for him.
Yeah.
But he is so good. So good. He like steals the show completely.
Oh yeah, even when he's doing the show itself.
Yes.
I mean, that's freaking
I feel like the whole movie is like this monologue in his brain.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's all him just showboating for himself.
Yeah.
That's what he keeps playing in his head over and over again. It's so freaking awesome. I mean, just another crazy fact though about him, he actually never even killed anybody.
No, he didn't.
He's hurt a crap load of people, like, really badly, but he never killed anybody.
Yeah, he's never killed anybody.
I mean,
man, I did not expect to see his dong so many times in that movie.
But I mean, if you've seen this guy's the director, every movie that he has so much freaking what do you call
nudity?
it? Yeah, a lot of nudity. Thank you. The word didn't work.
And it's not for anyone that has not seen the film. It is not it's not sexualized nudity at all.
Oh no.
It's just
part him.
Yeah,
he likes to when he goes to attack his guards, he likes greasing himself up and being completely naked so nobody could actually grab him.
Yes.
So he's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Especially in that last attack. That was awesome.
That is
he greased himself up.
My favorite one is when he gets the guy that brings him the book. Yeah. And he tells him, like, grease up my ass cheeks. And then he's like, not in my asshole, you homo. My ass cheeks. Oh, so good. Like,
and then what else was it? The director did Drive and Valhalla Rising.
Oh, I did not know he did Drive.
Oh yes, Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, that movie's really good.
Oh my god, that movie's good. And I have Valhalla Rising on my queue. I still haven't seen that. It's all actually streaming on Netflix. And from what I hear, it's a lot of skull crushing.
Nice.
A lot. I mean, I'm talking about irreversible skull crushing.
All
All
right.
right.
So
So I'm probably gonna traumatize you with this movie very soon.
all right. So end of the line. I'm assuming we both recommend to go watch Bronson, right? Uh,
It depends.
it depends.
It depends a lot because, all right, if you liked, I found very, very close similarities to Clockwork Orange because it's revolving around a very unlikable protagonist,
Yeah.
but you actually enjoy him and find it funny what he's doing, when in reality it's not. You know, you feel sympathy for a character that you shouldn't feel sympathy for. Okay.
Yeah.
I put it up there with Clockwork Orange, just not so violent as Clockwork Orange.
Yeah,
it's more of a themed version of Clockwork Orange. But I mean, the psychological aspect of it, it's very similar to that. So if you like that style of movie, I'll give this a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
If you do not enjoy that type of movie and you don't enjoy character pieces, this is a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Okay, so I gave it, just because obviously this is a review for audiences and for what I thought of the film, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. All right. So go watch that. I agree with Lewis's review and my review, of course. Mine is the next one's my choice, right?
Yes.
And my choice is Nebraska. So go watch that. It's streaming on Amazon Prime Video if you have that.
You know, this was streaming on Netflix and then it fell off my queue.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I wanted to watch that movie. And then I just never got a chance to watch it. So
yeah.
I guess I'll check it out this week then.
Yeah. And as always, thanks for having me, Lewis. And check out my gaming channel where I play shit and talk shit with my friends.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Called Gameside Manners. We're currently playing A Link to the Past and also Chrono Trigger. So go check us out. That's Gameside Manners.
And we're actually going to be bringing back Brandon for the next episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
So please check us out next week. And for the holidays coming up and everything, we're going to be doing special tributes. So he won't be involved in that. But then we'll most likely be bringing him back after the new year. So
yeah,
we're going to have a lot more episodes with guests and stuff again.
All
right. So we'll see you guys next week. And remember to check out Nebraska. Brandon?
Peace out, guys. Thank you.